Hello and welcome to the first round of the UKGT. This is a full race replay which we're going to be providing potentially for all of our races. We haven't decided, depends how well this goes. I'm no commentator, I will tell you that. I'm just sitting and watching, and we'll give you a bit of race feedback and tell you how it went whilst the replay is shown. So currently we're at the end of qualifying. Obviously, because it's a replay, qualifying doesn't really work with a replay, so we will not be doing qualifying highlights. But to round up on the qualifying, Adam State put it on pole with a 103.3, beating Stuart Reynolds by 8 1/1000ths. And during qualifying, Stuart was on a flying lap and was... yeah, it was messed up by another driver, which probably would have actually taken Stuart into the 202s. So unfortunately, Adam got pole, with Damien Lobbett P3, Ian Peterson P4, Chris Hitchin P5, Neil Ferrier P6, Austin Campbell P7, Brad Hutchinson, a fellow admin of the league, the ideas man, the guy who created this league, also a mini challenge driver, Stephen McCafferty P10, Joe Newman P11, James King P12, JB Dawson P13, Philip Kuba P14, Will G. Zanelli P15, James Knox P16, Jordan Hoyle P17, Paul Boyle P18, Dave Nichols P19, and Andrew J. Hooker P20. We do have 7 other drivers, but we're going to keep with the top 20 for now. Shout out to Luke Saunders, graduating from our Free Car Cup and now taking part in the more serious UKGT, which is still available to join. However, we have got over 40 sign-ups and we have limited spaces, so you might be put on the waiting list. So do watch out for that. Okay, I do apologise for any audio issues. I am no audio technician, it's the first proper stream. I have actually streamed this race once before, but it was a shit show. So, apologies for my language. It was, yeah, it was a mess. However, we're now coming to the end of qualifying and into the first race. So, we'll be seeing Adam State bring us away with a rolling start. And just to let you guys know, we're hosted by Sim Party Racing. We're an endurance racing team. However, we have our own league server, which will be available in the description. We'll be racing at Donington Park National Circuit, which is a 1 minute 3, 1 minute 5 lap, dependent on the driver and the conditions. Well, it's a very cold day at the moment, so we'll be seeing some very fast lap times. Currently the cars are gridding, so we'll bring you the race shortly. And just a disclaimer, my commentary skills are not very good, so I will probably just be umming and ahhing. However, I do have the timing screen up, so I'll be able to just bring you a few details of who's who, you know, and any interesting facts. So for this race we had a 1.9k strength of field, so the pros being your faster drivers and your AMs being your more anybody can join. We've got a few 900 I rating even drivers, so that's going to make it interesting with the overtakes. However, it actually creates an interesting challenge for all the pros because they have to try and overtake them. So hopefully we won't see many incidents. I say hopefully, already know we'll expect to see some real incidents. So it'll be a rolling start. I'll go when the green light goes, and we'll see some great racing hopefully. Adam State in the VRS livery with Stuart Reynolds alongside in P2 in the orange Lamborghini. Do watch out for the 3 orange Lamborghinis, they seem to always end up in trouble. And shout out to all the liveries that turned up for the race, making it look like an actual professional event. And here they go, the pace car is rolling. On board with Adam State, following the safety car. The McLaren, quick in about the McLaren. The McLaren is actually one of the rarer used cars, considered one of the oldest in the field, and it's one of the only ones that shoot flames from behind, so do look out for that. The field behind looking raring to go. There's the flames, as I just, call it out. And here they go. Have to go into the first corner. At 4GT, getting touched round by Stuart Reynolds. Unfortunate start to the race. Adam State though gaining nearly a second on the whole field. Oh, incident. There's an incident in the old hairpin. Neil Ferrier just gaining a place on Damien Lobbett. We'll be focusing most of our attention on the AMs at the start. And the pros, sorry. Oh, incident. One of the pros coming off. Chris Hitchin being followed by Sam Congreve. Will he go for the pass? Sam Congreve on the inside. Good pass, makes the move stick. Interesting enough, in real life they do not use this circuit for GT3 cars. They do cup car racing, like Porsche Cup, but mainly this circuit, this layout is used for British Touring Car, Mini Challenge, Ginettas. British GT uses the full circuit. Damien trying to put Neil off. Damien with the fastest time of the race with a 1:03.9. There seems to be a close battle here between these two Mercs. Stephen McCaffrey seems to be a little bit faster than the Joe Pinder, who's an AM and a pro, battling away. Can the pro get through? Stephen looking to get a better exit, going through the chicane. Can he get the move done? Will he get him on the exit? Yep. Steering through. Looks to be damaged, so it could have been in the earlier incident in the race. We'll now head back to the head of the race where Brad Hutchinson is battling Stuart Reynolds, who was involved in the aforementioned previous incident. All the pros, the top 5 within 2.5 seconds. That angry looking Lambo chasing Brad. Shouts out to Stuart for this race though. One of the better showings out of all the drivers. Looking to go round the outside of Brad. Can he make the move stick? Yes, he can. So Stuart go through on Brad Hutchinson. Tim Behrens following Andrew Hooker, number 19, following 64 for the AM class. Andrew Hooker, another one of our Free Car Cup members, showed his skill in Free Car Cup and now brought it to the UKGT League. Jamie Dawson trying to fight off Stephen McCaffrey. Oh, Jamie Dawson lets him through. Good overtake. Battle for 13th place. Joe Pinder battling with Jamie Knox. A pro and an AM battling again. This is the problem. The pros, if they get stuck behind, they're going to be struggling for time. You can see the difference in speed entering the corners. Neil Ferrier setting the fastest lap of the race with a 1:03.7 there. Right on that rear bumper of that Mercedes. The best sounding GT3, in my opinion anyway. Drove it for the Spa 24 hours. I think we had an unfortunate race. Oh, when he tries to go around the outside, will he make it stick? No. Joe Pinder goes back through. Brad Hutchinson and Stuart Reynolds battling side by side for P4. Who will take it? Brad on the inside for this corner. Stuart looking for the inside. Close racing there. Side by side. Through down into the old hairpin. And shout out to Motorsport Apps, who are the sponsors of the series, as seen on Brad's car. Stuart looking to go around the outside or get a better exit up the inside. Can he get the switchback manoeuvre? Oh, and he's through. Sang Congreve looking at Brad as well. Can he pressure Brad into making 2 passes? Losing 2 places, sorry. Brad and Stuart have been fighting for the past couple of laps. Jamie Knox finally getting past Joe Pinder, who lost a lot of places. Looks to be an accident of some kind. Now in 19th, when he was battling for 13th. Unfortunate. Andrew Hooker chasing Paul Boyle, both fighting for the in the AM class. Is Andrew going to look for the overtake here? Oh, Andrew backs out a little bit there. Different mentality in the AMs. Oh, full-on incident in the rear. Luke Saunders taking a tumble off track. Looks like that his car isn't too badly damaged. Brad Hutchinson and Stuart Reynolds neck and neck again. Only 2 tenths separate them. Sam Congreve though, sitting there in wait. Neil Ferrier going through on Adam State for the lead of the race. Can Neil make it stick? And he's through into the old hairpin. Good overtake by Neil. You know, using a bit of the grass. You know, we said use the full track, but we didn't say you know, wreck the sheep food. You know. So let's have a look a bit at the time gaps between everybody. So the top 5 within 5 seconds, and then the top 10 within 15 seconds, and Brother Ram's only 25 seconds down after 10 minutes, so still some competitive edge. A lot of accident for Stephen McCafferty, dropping down the order, him being a pro driver. Andrew Hooker still looking for that position against Paul Boyle. Being followed closely behind by Stefano Carmassi. All in the AM class, all battling for position. Go back to the lead of the race, separating 4 tenths between them. Key with this race is the top 17 were to be reverse gridded for the feature race, which is a 40-minute race with a pit stop. So whoever gets that sacred 17th will be the one on pole. So do watch that, with drivers like Ian Peterson, Stephen McCafferty in pro, but not too far behind. So you could see them take advantage. The leader's now catching the first few AMs on pure pace. Gordon Hill being lapped. Adam State coming up. Oof. Adam State keeping pace for Neil though. Both of them trading lap times. Andrew Hooker being challenged by Stefano. Being closely followed by Team Greens. Cockpit view of the Ferrari, which has just been updated. Random facts. I think last season or this season they updated the Ferrari. Andrew Hooker going for the move on Paul Boyle. Going round the outside. Will he take the position? Paul Boyle took in inside. Andrew there making a good move, putting himself the car. Well, that will be a position in the M class. But with Stefano being a little bit quicker than Andrew and Paul, could be up for a good battle. It's 14 laps. These cars are all together. Oh no, Andrew makes a mistake. Then Paul and Stefano through. Oh, Andrew and Stefano touch. Will that give Andrew the challenge to take the position? A little bit dirty by Andrew there, but good racing either way. Pro driver Philip Kuber in 19th position, being overtaken by Austin, who's a lap down. Austin rocking a Spitfire livery and easily passing Joe Pinder down into Old Hairpin. Stephen McCaffrey following Ian Peterson. These two slowly moving up the positions together. Maybe wants to watch for the feature race. Saunders gaining a position with Michael McLean having a spin, and I think Luke Saunders did actually hit him, but after the spin. Still the battle to watch in AM class. Andrew Hooker, Tim and Stefano. All within a second. Andrew trying to make that car as wide as possible, that Noir Racing. His teammate being Nate Jordan. Neil Ferrier being overtaken by Adam State, and he's touched and sent into the gravel traps. That looks terminal. That could be his race over. Was leading the race from at least 5 or 6 laps, but now Adam State with over a second advantage over P2 Damien Lovett with a bit of interesting overtaking skills. That was Neil down in 7th, back off the track, and he's towed. Unfortunate day for Neil, but always the feature race for the 40 minutes. James Knox trying to fight off Joe Newman. Joe Newman looking for the overtake, comes out, doesn't go for the move. little bit far back from the move, but can he get a better exit? Oh, and he tries to go for the inside. Just not close enough to make it too wide. We go for an old hairpin? No, he doesn't. And he gets the better exit. Is he going to get the move? And Joe does not. Sam Congreve letting Jamie Dawson through. That BMW though, looking as if somebody has hit a wall with it. White flag for everyone, with Adam State currently in pole, in first position. Paul Boyle though, in front of Andrew Hooker, won the white lap. Will Andrew Hooker get the position? Andrew Hooker involved at the spin. Oh, Tim. Oh, an accident on the final lap. Oh, chaos. AMs everywhere. Our winner for the sprint race, Adam State, really putting him P17 for the feature race. Let's see what he can do. With Damien Lobbett, P2, and Stuart Reynolds, P3. Brad Hutchinson, our race admin, P4. James King, P5. And Chris Hitchin, P6. Unlucky on Neil, who was taken out. Led for quarter of the race, and a few others unlucky in the first corner incident on the first lap. That livery looking very nice from Chris Hitchin. Not the only one to be running that livery, so I assume they probably are part of a team. There's the Jamie Dawson's BMW. Looking, yes, don't think there's much of a radiator there. I'm not sure why that car is still able to run. That should be a meatball flag. So now we have a 15-minute warm-up, which I will skip through just because who wants to see them go around for a few laps? Nobody. But we'll quickly skip through the warm-up. As quick as we can, obviously. But yes, so that was the first race. I'll put up the results for the first race. So our winner being Adam State, winning by 2 seconds over Damien R. Lovett. For our AM class, I'm pretty sure Paul Boyle looked to have won that. I may be missing someone because I don't have numbers. The way we do it in this series, if you're a 900, you're a pro. If you're anything else, you're not a pro. So if you've got a 9 before your number, you're a pro driver. But yes, good showing from everybody in that first 20-minute race of the UKGT. A few names to mention. P17, Stephen McCaffrey, made it, so he will be on pole with Ian Peterson, second position, with Andrew Hooker and Am will be P3. So let's see how the pros deal with a few AMs with Joe there, Paul there, all going to be in the way of the faster drivers. So let's see how that changes the situation. Oh, I apologise. I have genuinely just started the race. We'll rewind just because we don't want to spoil anything. I do apologise. I am just getting used to how this all works. So for our feature race, the 45-minute race, Stephen McCaffrey taking the outside line to get the best run, followed by Ian Peterson, Joe Pinder. We'll have a look behind at where the faster drivers will be. We've got Sam Congreve trying to go round James Knox. Can he make the move stick before the old hairpin? Yes, he does. There's a small slip of James. Incidents behind: Brad Hutchinson, Neil Ferrier, Martin Pankratov. I apologise for my pronunciations. Sam going up the inside of Paul Boyle. Can he make the move stick? And he makes the move stick. Sam there with two opening lap moves without even an incident, with Andrew Hooker in front. Another pro catching it out. For the lead of the race, we have Ian Peterson trying to make the move on Sam. Ian Peterson with the fastest lap of the actual first lap. Looking for the move in the old hairpin. Sam Congreve has made the move on Andrew Hooker and Joe Pinder. Joe Pinder has taken the grass, unfortunately. We'll have a look at our mid-pack with our pros, with Adam State currently in P12 with what seems to be a conga line. Damien Lobbett trying to make him defend from Stewart as they go into the chicane, and Stewart has made it round. Can he keep the position going into the... And he can. A little touchy with Adam State. Will Stewart try and make the move between the two VRS cars? Oh, he backs out a little bit there. We all know Stewart should have gone for that, being blocked off by two VRS cars. A little bit cheeky there from Adam State, and Stewart being a little bit patient there. Assume that probably annoyed him a little bit, being blocked off. Austin not being taken out at the start this time, actually being able to race. P14. No, he has got a history of crashing, being crashed out in GT3 races, so hopefully he's having a look, and he's making a look up the inside of David Nichols. Can he make the move into the chicane? Oh, a little bit of a shunt there. Takes the move. Good driving there. Robert also making the move on David Michael Nichols. And Stefano, the AM driver, looking for the position as well. Not being able to make it stick though. And Philip Cooper in on the mix, looking at Stefano. Can he make the move? Nope. Adam State catching up to Chris Hitchin. Adam State trying to get those positions, because obviously starting 17th just put you in a place where to get those points. However, Stuart Reynolds there, back there looking racy behind Adam. We'll see what he can do. Jamie Knox being challenged by James King in the other Ford GT. With that nice Ravenwest livery. Ian Peterson though, didn't even notice. Into first position, overtaking Stephen. Quite a gap now, with a 3-second gap over P3, which all can be made up due to the mandatory pit stop. However, the real battle happening for 10th position at the moment. Adam State, Stuart Reynolds, side by side. Chris Hitchin in the way, and Stuart goes straight through on Adam State. As I said, Stuart, what a race. He's going for the move on Chris Hitchin. Paul Boyle in that Red Bull livery being chased. Is it Red Bull? Yeah, it's more of a pony, isn't it? I apologise. Being chased by James Knox. And James King going up the inside of them all. That's 2 positions in 1 for James King there. Oh, Paul Boyle on the grass. Stuart Reynolds now catching up due to that incident. Stuart Reynolds now up into 8th. Interesting battle here. Andrew Hooker, the AM, holding up the field, letting everyone bunch up. Creating some interesting battles. Stuart Reynolds looking for the overtake on Jamie. Oh, James. We'll get at the battle box so you can see the positions. Adam State sitting back there. Stuart going to go for it on this corner. Following through with the pull behind. Ooh, tight here. We go for it. A little bit of a touch. Oh, and James is touched. An unfortunate James, big incident. Little touch by Stuart there. Probably was a bit of an, you know, bit cheeky there. Don't think he meant it, just rubbing his racing, as they say. Now that puts Stuart into P7. Bit of action on the finishes. That's right, Kuba trying to get past Paul Boyle and McLean. Kuba being a pro driver. So I expect it to be a little bit quicker here. Andrew Hooker letting through James King. Stuart Reynolds going up, trying to get through. Andrew Hooker holding his own. Who will take take it into the chicane? Yeah, Stuart out. Adam State cleaning through as well. And these drivers only know who's actually around them by the numbers, so Andrew with his number 64 is clearly an AM. Chris Hitchin after that accident, back down in P16. Looking for a move on Stefano. So Ignore the lap counter, by the way. It's just a 45-minute race. Interesting enough, I think around lap 20 is kind of when they'll run out of fuel. So that'll be when we see some mix-up of the grid a little bit, where we'll see AMS ahead when they haven't pitted. Oops, Stuart Reynolds making a move on James King in the Ford GT. He has put himself at a disadvantage. Being a little bit slower and more difficult car in that Ford GT. Lambo obviously being the best and my favourite. However, in this series I am actually driving a Porsche. And should be there for the next round. And obviously we'll be showing off my beautiful livery to you all. Jordan Hoyle, Brad Hutchinson's teammate in the AM class, actually made it round the first corner and isn't laps down at the moment. Don't worry, I'm sure he'll make it to the back of the grid at some point in this race. So one of the interesting things about this race was we didn't actually know what a AM time would be in a pro time, and it looks to be a AM time needs to be a 105, and we were like 105.5 would be fine, but it seems Jordan with a 105.1 is showing that the track is faster than when we tested, and I will be competing in AM. There's a reason why I am doing the videos and organising and not doing the pro racing. You know, I'm not that quick. Me and Ryan Rose will be racing for Strongbow Racing. Brad Hutchinson up to 12th after his incident on the first lap, which was just a little tap to the rear, which sent him flying on the way into Old Hairpin. Brad Hutchinson should have the pace to catch Paul. Enjoy watching these pro versus AM battles, because even though there's a pace advantage, it's still difficult to overtake, especially with the AMs not having the experience of, you know, how to let someone through, even because they're not actually racing each other. But because we're not got classes, it actually makes it more interesting, because sometimes people forget they're not racing, and you get some nice defensive moves by AMs, which is more just like blocking the track. Brad Hutchinson looking for that move. When will he get it? Brad does say he likes a nice chicane. Oh, the AM letting him through finally. So Brad Hutchinson on his way through the chicane. Andrew Hooker letting Jamie Dawson through. Andrew Hooker now down into 9th after starting 2nd place. With a decent gap of 3 seconds to the next car, which is a pro. Chris Hitchin after that incident up to 13th now. Another driver trying to get past Paul Boyle. Let's get a bit of cockpit view action. Is he going to go up the inside? Yeah, it's going to take try and take the inside. Will Paul give him the position? Yeah, he's going for the inside and brake late and take the position. Nice courtesy from Paul there, just to give him space and let him through. Adam State starting to catch up on James King. Tense between them. Has he got a bit of momentum here? Will he go for the inside? Goes to the inside. Adam State looks to have got the move done. Can he keep it though? Drag race to the chicane. Adam State with the inside line. Oh, perfect. Already passed, just like a DRS move in Formula 1. However, James King with a better exit there of the chicane. Can he fight back? No. Adam State up into P6, our sprint race winner. Quite a few cars now being a little bit spread out as we come near to our pit lap. So if we have a look at the pit lap, we'll see all of the ones at the bottom will have damage, probably got damage. So we'll start seeing the pros looking at making a pit stop in the near future, with Ian Peterson with a 1.5 second gap to Stephen McCaffrey. Let's have a look at the track map then. Ian Peterson, P1, circled in green on the right hand side. All being followed by Stephen. Philip Cooper finally catching up to Andrew Hooker. That 3 second gap seemed to go quickly. Really try and make the move on him. Oh, so there's nothing going on. We'll just have a look at what the cars that are being used, car logos. So that currently Ian with a Lamborghini, currently dominating the field. Quite a few Porsches. Seems to be mid-pack. Seems to be where all the Ferraris like to hang out. And yes, the Audi in 25th. Unfortunately, Simon did crash out in the first race and had to go for the second race, so unfortunately no Audis. We're racing in this feature race. Here we go, Philip Cooper seems to have the run. Will he try and go for it? Will Andrew defend? Should have a little bit better exit. Can he get it done? Nope. Andrew's still holding him back. Top three still only been separated by a 5-second gap. So lap 19 we'll start seeing pit stops on this lap. There we go, Stefano going into the pit lane. Have a little pit lane graphic up. Stefano, the only one to have pitted so far. They 24-second stop, making his total time in the pits 1 minute. Put him down to 22nd place with that pit stop. This seemed to be batting for a while with Phillips with the pace, just struggling to get round that really wide bulge. Another two pitted, Neil Ferrier, Jordan Hoyle. Kuba finally getting past Andrew on the old hairpin. The question is now, how will the pit stops develop? Who will pit first out of the faster drivers? Will they get an advantage? Looking to see if any of the AMs pit. Joe Newman up the inside. One of the AMs. Martin Pankratov. Brad Hutchinson enters the pit lane, one of our first in the top 15 to go into the pits. Stuart Reynolds catches Joe Newman. Can he hold him off, or will he go for the pits? Try and get some clean air. Peterson and McCaffrey take both heading to the pit lane at the same time. And Joe Newman, so Stuart Reynolds takes the position. Sam Congreve now takes first position, choosing not to pit yet, with Stuart also fuel saving, as it seems. Ian Peterson on the pit exit, coming out in front. Still, with only half a second gap between the two drivers. However, Andrew Hooker in the way, widest portion town. Will that bring them back together? Ian Peterson having to go into that a little bit slower than he would have liked to, even with the colder tyres. Stephen. Andrew Hooker causing an issue here for the top two. Well, not an issue for Stephen. Andrew Hooker should now be going into the pit lane or just letting them through. Yep, Andrew Hooker enters the pit lane. Leave the top two to battle. San Congreve coming out of the pits. Not too far behind, but having some traffic. Stuart Reynolds following, but also getting more traffic as well. So the winner in that situation, some seem to get a bit of open air. However, Ian Peterson and Stephen have been batting for the last 25 minutes. And this is the battle for the best German car. Because as we know, the Lamborghini is just an Audi. Stuart Reynolds and Austin Campbell battling here. So looking for the inside of Joe Newman. Oh, Joe Newman holding off Stuart for the time being with that late defensive move. Stuart getting the better exit. Looking to go round the outside. I think it's Redgate. Oh, no, he's not going to get that done. Or maybe. And Stuart makes the move. And the poor GT makes the move into the old hairpin and takes the position. What a move by Austin William Campbell. I said that very strange, didn't I? That's Stuart trying to fight back, trying to fight that Spitfire. This is like the Battle of Britain. German versus Spitfire. Oh, that little forward wiggle. Stuart going to go for the inside. Up the inside, Stuart. Austin probably not happy with that defence, but Stuart Reynolds through to P4. Back to the lead of the race. Ian and Stephen are still on their road, 6 seconds ahead of anybody. And battling away, lapping at 1:04.5s. Adam State, to note, is in P7. With that race win, that would have been 12 points, so every point counts here to try and get that early lead in the championship. As you know, the feature race will be higher in points, so every position means more. State looking for the inside of Jordan Hoyle. Takes the inside of the AM car. The AM car taking the grass for some reason, as he tries to catch Joe Newman. Gap between Ian Peterson and Stephen down to 0.2 of a second. Adam State looking for the move on Joe Newman for P6. Will he go up the inside? Goes to the move. Can he get it into the next corner? We'll have the inside line. And he gets the move done. Incident for Tim. Not. Car doesn't look in the best state. Andrew Hooker starting in P2, down in 13th place now. And there's Austin Campbell go into the pits. So he had early damage, so meaning his fuel tank wasn't going to last to the end of the race. Unfortunate for him, but coming out in 14th place. Paul Boyle on the inside, letting the Ford GT go. Ian Peterson starting to grow a gap now of 6/10. I do apologise for that. Here they come to Coppice. As we watch the cars pass. Moves being made around Martin Pankratov. Adam State, followed by Joe Newman. Jordan Hoyle. James King. Stefano. Looking race between Brad Hutchinson, Jamie Dawson, with a little bit of a blockade in front of Damien. Damien going up the inside of Jamie. Even though he's a lap down and he's a pro, he's trying to show that he's faster, even with that incident he had. Brad Hutchinson getting a better exit and passing Damien. Now right on the tail of Jamie Dawson. I'm just hoping he hasn't had any Red Bull, because otherwise that car's going to be flying. Will Brad go for the move? And Brad goes into the position. Jamie being an AM, and he is the leading AM in the race. Jamie Dawson finishing, I think, P2 in the AM class, maybe last race. Can't really remember, but you know, we go with it. Yes. Jamie Dawson at P10 in the AM class, with his next rival being Andrew Hooker in P13 with over a 15-second gap, I think. 10. Maths. It's a 11-second gap. Ian Peterson still holding that half a second advantage. Yes, if you would like to get involved with the series, just check out the link in the description. There'll be a link to the Discord, and join the waiting list, and I'm sure you'll get involved soon. You know, if we have enough interest, there could be 2 splits. You know, and your name can be on these amazingly awful live streams. Interesting fact about Donington, there used to be a bridge at Donington. It was removed so that I could do truck racing. We cut to P4, the battle for 3rd. Stuart Reynolds catching up to Sam Congreve. He was a second and a half faster than Sam on the last lap. Sam Congreve is in the pro class with that number 9. He's just he joined the race very late. It was I think a minute or something before he accepted the invite. Luckily enough, he got in. Stuart Reynolds now. Will he look for the move? He's 3 tenths behind. Oh, watch out for the car off the track. For a quick stats update, the AMs are doing around a 105.5, 105.6 at the fastest, and then 106s is kind of what they're averaging, whereas the pros are averaging a 104. So about a 2-second difference between the 2 classes. So it's 5 minutes to get this past done. Sam holding up at the moment. Oops. 3 tenths between them. And that's what we came for, close racing. The key is, can they get past this AM traffic? without losing too much time. The battle in front, Joe Pinder and Tim, P18 and 19 battling. Pretty interesting when these pros get up to them. Stuart even a little nudge. Sam. Tim right on the arse of Joe. Coming into view from our drone cam. Sam Congreve catching up. Sam making the move on Tim, giving Joe a bit of a breathing room. Stuart there leaving about 2/10 due to traffic. Will Sam get round the traffic, and he gets around the traffic before the braking zone. And Stuart, yep, follows closely behind, losing no time there. Diams, oh, Stuart looking to make the move. Sam holding it, pushing Stuart back behind him. Stuart looking to make the move on the outside. Sam has the inside line and should hold the position. Anna Anderson the inside line for the next corner as well. Now Stuart only even 2 minutes to make this move. A little bit of a nudge there. For 8 minutes these two have been battling. Stuart unable to find a way past the driver. Stuart clearly faster though. Through sector 1 anyway. He just can't find that way through. And Sam is off the track. Does that mean he's going to take the position? Stuart comes through. No, he does not. Even with a bit of rally, Sam is holding the position. One minute to go, should be white flag in a minute. Stuart going for a final charge, or are you going for the outside? Never going to make the move through there. Stuart now basically on the final lap. Can he make the move? There's a tenth between them. Looking for the move in the old hairpin, no, not being able to make it. Still P4, Stuart, still P4. Come on, you need to make the move. The race engineer happy tell him to speed up. It is the final lap, so Stuart not being able to make the move through here means Stuart Reynolds with P4. Our winner being Ian Peterson, holding off Stephen for the whole race basically. Sam Congreve holding off Stuart Reynolds, finishing P3. Adam State, our previous winner, up to P5. Showing that even though starting 17th on the grid, you're able to push through. James King, P7. Leader of the AMS, winner of the AMS, Jamie Dawson, with a best time of a 1:04.3. Shouldn't be in the AMS, should he? Good drive from him. Second place on the AMS, Andrew Hooker, coming through. Good drive by him. And now we'll have a look at the results for that race. We'll go to a scenic view of the track and yeah, look at the results. So the results for the feature race: Ian Peterson winning the race with a 0.5 gap. Sam Congreve 11 seconds down. Stuart Reynolds 11 seconds down. Unfortunate there not to get the overtake. Adam State 13 seconds down to round out our top 5. Our AM winner Jamie Dawson 45 seconds down. Not too far in a 45-minute race. You know, to be in a different class and not even get lapped. Fair play to him. So 14 drivers didn't get lapped. The rest of our 27 drivers. And I'd like to thank everyone who did attend the race, because it was a very good, fun event, and we'll be hopefully carrying on the event into the future. And the next round being Alton Park, which you will see me attending, hopefully, and not making a tit of myself. But yes, thank you for watching. Link in the description if you're interested in racing in the series. If you hated the commentary, make sure you put a comment below saying it was awful. I am joking, please don't, it will ruin my self-esteem. But yes, thank you for watching, and goodbye.